Hey guys, Pride here. I am actually recording on my new camera. I got this from a YouTuber buddy of mine. He gave me a good deal, but anyway, this is my first video with the camera, and I hope everything goes well. Because of the ban list, I actually scrapped my salamander deck, so that's no more. But I did update my dangers to something else. I am now changed it back to Danger Dark World, and it's actually far more powerful than it was before. Well, the Dark World version. I'm not sure if it's powerful than Pure, but still. Anyway, let's get in on this. First up, the dangers. I run 3 Danger Bigfoot. All of them have the same first effect. You reveal it from your hand. Your opponent chooses at random. They hit it, it goes to the grave. You would discard it anyway. If they don't, you have to discard the card they chose. And you get special summon this guy. And if he is discarded, it's a hard once, but you can destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. Next, I run 3 Danger Thunderbirds. And right now my cat is on the couch next to me. Hey, football. Anyway. Danger Thunderbird, again, same first effect, but second effect, if it gets hit, if you discard it to the graveyard, you can destroy 1 set card your opponent controls. And that goes for anything, monster spells or traps, so long as it's set. You got the draw danger right here, Danger Mothman. Its effect is basically Dark World dealings. If it's discarded, both players draw 1 card, then both players discard 1. You got the monster Born of the Dangers, 3 Chupacabra. When this card is discarded, sorry. You can special summon 1 danger aside from itself to the field from your graveyard. And because of the ban list, 2 Jackalope. This card will when it's discarded, lets you special summon any danger aside from itself from the deck to the field in defense mode. The Searcher, 2 Nessie. When this card is discarded, you can search any danger aside from itself and add it to your hand. Then for the final danger of the deck, Tsuchinoko. When this card is discarded, it automatically special summons itself. Anyway, that's all for my dangers. For the Dark World cards, I got 3 Snow for the searching. And the best part about the Dark World is you can use their effects multiple times a turn. Like, there's no limit. When this card is discarded, you can add any Dark World card from your deck to your hand. They have a second effect, which only activates when your opponent forces you to discard it. Let's see here. Oh, if it's discarded by your opponent's card effect, not only do you get the search, but you also get to target 1 monster your opponent's graveyard and special summon it to your side of the field. Next is Brow, the Huntsman of the Dark World. When this card is discarded by your own effect, you get to draw 1 card. But if it's discarded by your opponent's card effect, you get to draw 2 cards. 2 Dark Grepher for its destruction effect, and the fact you can bounce a Dark World monster you control on the field back to your hand to summon it from the grave. And it's not an activation effect, so that's pretty nice. Then for the final Dark World, Beige. This one has no second effect. It's just simple. It's like Tsuchinoko. This card, you can automatically special summon it. But the thing is, for Danger Dark Worlds, the Dark World effects happen instantly. So they're always like chain 1, chain 2 and stuff. You have to use the Dark Danger effects after them. And for the final 3 monsters of the deck, these are all the 1-ofs. Zephyr the Elite, Shaddoll Beast, and finally Dark Grepher. Now for the spells. For the draws, I run 3 Allure Darkness. You basically draw 2 cards and banish 1 dark monster in your hand. If you have no dark monsters in your hand to banish, you have to discard your entire hand. 2 beginning of the end. When you have 7 or more darks in your graveyard, you can banish 5 of them to draw 3 new cards. The Gates of the Dark World, for cost, you have to banish 1 fiend monster in your graveyard. And then you discard, and if they don't stop it, you discard another fiend from your hand and you draw 1 card. Also, all your fiends gain 300 attack. Is it just attack or attack and defense? Attack and defense, okay. 2 Twin Twisters, for the back row decks. Then 1 Monster Reborn and 1 card destruction. Okay, that's 42 cards in the main deck, in case you're wondering. For the extra deck, I'm running the new number 60. This card is actually, what was it? The Garrus, the Timeless. It actually has some, it's actually pretty broken in this deck. It has 3 abilities, but it requires 2 level 4 monsters to summon it, and in order to use the abilities, you have to detach 2 cards. So you can only use 1 of them. One ability is every ability forces you to skip a phase of your next turn. So one ability is allows you to draw 2 cards and discard 1, which is the one I mostly use. But it forces you to skip your next draw phase. Another ability lets you special summon a monster from your graveyard in defense mode, but that forces you to skip main phase 1. And finally, you can double the attack of 1 monster you control, but you have to skip your next battle phase. Next, one Abyss Dweller. Well, pretty self-explanatory. We all form it just to stop the Orcus combos. And for the Elastic Seas, both outer entities, which we all know why. Now for the Slinks. I got the Nightmare combo, Nightmare Cerberus, Nightmare Unicorn, and Nightmare Phoenix. Next, I got 1 Wee Witch's Apprentice, 1 Curious, the Lightsworn Dominion, 1 Mekk-Knight Crusadia. Let's face it, this card's one of the best we got right now. Both Boral Load and Boral Sword Dragons. So you just Skull Dread. And finally, the newest card, the new BLS Link. BLS is actually pretty cool. I want to try to add a 3rd copy, but my locals didn't have any more. This is all they had, which I'm okay with. I mean, it's still pretty useful. The best part is, if you link summon it using a level 7 or higher, it prevents this card from being targeted or destroyed by card effects. And if it happens to destroy an opponent's monster by battle, you can use 1 of 3 effects. Either 1, this card gains 1500 attack, permanent. 2, it can make a second attack during your next battle phase. Or 3, you can banish 1 card on the field. And now for the side deck. First up, I run 2 raw sphere modes. Because we all know that those Guard Dragon combos, this card's the easiest way to break them. 3 Eradicator Viruses. You have to tribute a monster with 2500 or more attack to use this. You call Spell or Trap, and whatever type you call, every card of that type that's currently in their hand is automatically destroyed, and any card they draw for 3 turns after this card's activation is automatically destroyed. But it does have a loophole. If your opponent somehow searches it and adds it to their hand, then it's safe. So long as it didn't draw it, it's safe. 1 Imperial Order. Because I really hate Mystic Mine. 2 Anti-Spell for those pendulum decks, 3 Lancia, because, well, I hate those banishment decks as well, like Thunder Dragons. Like, I gotta stop them. It also somewhat hurts Orcus because they banish a lot too. Summon Limit, it's really good against any deck because it forces both players to only be able to summon 2 times a turn. Then finally, the card that's always going to be good in this deck, Skill Drain. This card's always going to be good because, say I activated Danger Bigfoot and I managed to summon it. I still get the draw because that's on resolution. It's not an activation effect. So this card's always going to be good in this deck. Anyway, that was today's profile with my new camera. I really hope you like it. And please leave a comment, subscribe, and please like the video. Later, guys.